we've seen technology change. We've seen, obviously the onset of cell phones and cameras, videos from either security cameras to pole cameras, and then leading to where we are today with body-worn cameras on officers. It's created a new technology that was never there before. So in our disciplinary process, the way that we conduct investigations on the officers has changed as well. And that hasn't come to speed. That hasn't grown with technology. And we're still doing things the way we've done for 30 or 40 or 50 years ago. And that's a concern for us, because you have to take all these factors into play when you're going to now review the actions of a police officer. You have to have the ability to understand the differences now in your interviews when you're bringing video and audio recordings into play, when you're even asking questions. And you also have to be able to do analysis of those videos, and you need to have that in place. And the point here is to have a complete and unbiased investigation, and to ensure that you got the total truth and the total review of the incident that took place. We're not trying to look at reasons to defend an action. And then there's other incidents, other situations that occur with these cameras that need analysis. And we've proven this by spending a lot of money sending these video clips out to be analyzed, and then it's scary what occurs after. The department should be doing that in order to seek in the truth of any complaint or any investigation. The cameras are two-dimensional, so you can't tell depth, you can't tell what may look like a contact in one perspective from another view would clearly show they could be some distance apart. There's so many issues and concerns that are raised. Now, the analysis, if it's done correctly and in the right way, will either show an officer's right or wrong. It's not going to lean either way. The point of it is to have a complete and fair investigation for not only the officer, but for the complainant as well. Too often than not, we jump on these policies or implement these programs without following the right steps to take it in step 1, step 2, step 3. And usually what comes to mind is politics or political atmosphere that's driving these things. Like what we're seeing here with the Accountability Board. Nothing this important should be rushed to a finish line.
You feel this process has been rushed?
Absolutely. How is it not rushed if the council has already written legislation, but they have not once sat down with us? They have not brought us into a discussion in any way. There seems to be a wall for some on city council to not want to engage in conversation, and no matter what anybody may perceive or feel, we need to have conversations. We need to have the ability to exchange ideas, concerns, opinions, and insight to this matter. Or no one should not have the opportunity to bring insight to this matter. Certainly, you would expect them to want to hear insight from the police union, who represent the police officers, who are the voice for those who cannot speak themselves. And you would want to hear if there's any issues related to the ability to do public safety, and to, would any of these issues have an effect on law enforcement actions within the city, and whatever ramifications that they may not be thinking about, especially if you only are in one side of any view or argument. And that's our concern, that they have not done the research, they have not spoken to us, They have not done all the foundation work that should have been done before legislation's drafted. And we're not saying at some point you don't get to legislative change. We're not saying that. The first problem we have is that they've bypassed all of the steps that should have been taken first. And we don't want, what if they do all this and it is worse, if it's totally detrimental to the safety of this community? Then what are we going to do? Let's do the work. And the time comes when that you propose legislation, then do it when you're completely sure you've done all of your studies, your research, you've taken everything into account, and it will be better then for the community.